How's it going, YouTube? Hatcherhits here, back with another video. So this is going to be a little bit different video. I kind of was thinking the other day, and I was like, wow, I've been really got into collecting soccer cards about a year ago. I'm a fairly new collector of it. I've always I played soccer growing up for years and years. Almost played college ball and got hurt, but and then I've been watching soccer regularly since probably about 2010 World Cup, which is kind of why in the 2010 World Cup I became a Ronaldo fan. And then I decided, since he was playing at Real Madrid, I would root for Real Madrid. Went through a couple of years of really bad against Barcelona and everything, but everything worked out okay. And I've just become a real lover of soccer my whole life. It's always been, ever since I was 5 years old, I've been playing the game or, collecting or whatever. So, well, collecting really just the last year. So I kind of wanted to I hope this doesn't come off as like a bragging video or anything. I just wanted to kind of go over like the hits I had this year and kind of like my year in basic collecting. And these are just going to be cards that I actually hit in breaks or pulled myself. I'll try to remember them all, and then I got the pop reports for most of them because they are all graded cards. There are some cards that are at PSA right now that would be in this list of cards. I wasn't going to do a top 10, but I just figured I'd kind of show everything. As I said, there are some cards that are at PSA right now, but I'm not going to get them back for a while. So I didn't really wait on the video because this is kind of like, this is a year's worth of cards for me. So the first thing is going to be, I'm pretty sure this was my first autograph that I got. Cyrus over at Soccer Breakers FC. I'd been doing like a lot of 2016 select. This is when like you could buy Portugal in a case for like maybe like I don't know. I think it wasn't even $100 at some point. Now, if you bought Portugal in 4 boxes, it's like $150 or something. It's crazy. But Cyrus pulled this for me over there. Obviously, back in the day back in the day, 4 years ago, Ronaldo's gotten a lot better, as you'll see with his signature. But he used to just miss the sticker ever. How this guy could just be a lethal goal scorer, just automatic, and can't sign on a sticker is beyond me. But this was a 35, super sick. That took quite a while to get back from PSA. They're really slow on autographs. I have a Messi and a Maradona there right now, and I did economy, and I don't expect to see that back for like 6 months. Next one, Cyrus also pulled me this. This is kind of early on in doing select. This is to 5. It's 1 of 5, and it actually has, I think it's player worn. It's player worn, but it looks like he autographed it, and then they cut the piece out of that, which seems odd. But it only got a PSA 8, and honestly, this got a PSA 8 as well. The thicker cards are just harder to grade, and I'm a firm believer that even if you don't grade the autograph on a card, like you would never grade an autograph on a card like this because it would probably get like a 2 because he totally missed the sticker. I think they take that into effect. I don't have any proof about that, but it's just the way it is. The next is actually, let's go over this first. So this is a Contra, Austin over at US Soccer Breaks. Check him out. He's awesome. One of my favorite breakers. He pulled this for me. I was basically trying to go for Ronaldo autographs and everything. I just kept getting Portugal and Portugal. So I started buying into player breaks. I did like a 3-case player break, and he hit this for me. It did get a PSA 8, which I kind of figured it would, but I wanted to get it slabbed anyway. You can kind of see where when they did the card, it's kind of bleeding over into these are all like edges in here, and it just kind of bled all over into it. And it kind of just I think it got a PSA 8 because of that, but I love the card, and it has sentimental value. In that same break, Austin actually pulled me this, which was my first Obsidian autograph, as you'll see some others. It came back a 9, which I'm okay with. I mean, as you're going to see from Obsidian and thicker cards, they're hard to grade. If you get a 10, great. But that was pretty cool. And then these next two, I actually hit. I actually have the other one. I don't know why I didn't bring it in here, but it's a T-Mall edition autograph. Cyrus actually hit me 2 autograph Ronaldo is this one and a T-Mall one in one break. He was on a mixer, and then in the next break he hit this and another autograph to 15 exactly like this, which I sold on eBay. This one's to 5 and this one is to 7. I should have brought the T-Mall one in here, but I totally forgot. All right, so that's mainly the autograph stuff. There are a few others in here, but that's like the thicker cards and everything. The rest of the stuff should be all have pop report stuff. So the first one, this one's weird. My niece actually pulled this card for me. We were opening up a box of Donruss, and this is Blue Optic Mbappe to 149, and we were opening up some Donruss. I think it was like in April or so last year. When I was staying with my family during the whole beginning of the COVID and everything. Ended up getting a Gem Mint 10, but yeah, my niece pulled the card and I was like, oh my goodness, because that's when Donruss was really starting to take off. This particular card, there's only 18 of these that have been graded and only 6 of them are a 10. Donruss is super hard to grade. It's incredibly hard to grade. Trust me, I've got a lot of 9s and 8s, and if anybody's seen my PSA return video, they'll know it's about a 50-50 shot. The next one is Jadon. This is a Gem Mint 10 from Donruss as well. This is a gold press proof. So that's pretty sick. It's to 75. And I think Cyrus pulled this one for me. There's an orange I have at PSA right now that Austin pulled me. This one was from Cyrus. That was pretty sick. Happy to get that one. Happy that it gemmed. The press proof seemed to grade a little bit easier than the optic. So next on the list, and these kind of are in order of like, well, I guess the autographs would be bigger than most of these. To me anyway, as a PC collector of Ronaldo and Messi. I'm working on the Messi autograph collection now. But yeah, so Austin pulled me this along with another monster card that you'll see later on in the same break, same pack. So it's pretty crazy. This is a Mason Greenwood red laser. These are the 99. He actually pulled me at a 75 also, the green one. But I sold that on eBay. I think it was like $2,000 somebody offered me. I was like, okay. They have gone down quite a bit in value. Mason just really is, ever since the Iceland incident, he's just kind of taken a nosedive. He really hasn't done much for Man U, but I still think he's an excellent prospect. The fact that he plays for Man U is still there. He has been getting some minutes, just hasn't really been finding the goal lately, but I think he'll come back to form. Hopefully he can get some Euro experience this summer, but that was a sick one. Sucks to get a 9, but that particular card, oh, I didn't even talk about the Sancho. So this one, there's 8 that have been graded and only 4 10s. So that's pretty low pop. This one is actually, there's been 28 graded, only 5 of them are 10s and 19 9s. So the rest of them I think are 8. So that's a tough grade. So it would have been nice to have a 10 there, but oh well. Next one, I actually pulled this out of a box. I was opening up a box of 2018 World Cup Cello. I bought a bunch of boxes off of a guy on Amazon. It was like $60 a box, like early last year before the Mbappe. Mbappe was just starting, like the number 80 base was basically people were like, oh my gosh, it's going up to $20. It's going up to $30. So people started buying. And I bought 5 boxes. I opened all of them. And I pulled this. This particular one, there's been 180 graded and 105 PSA 10. So that's quite a lot, actually. I mean, when you think about it in the scale of like basketball or Zion or people like that or LeBron or something, it's really low pop. But to me, you know, people talk about rare. When you start getting up to like hundreds of cards, I just don't find that very rare. It's uncommon. I mean, there's 105 of these. So, you know, be it what you may, you know, make of it what you will. The next ones are all going to be, are these all chrome? Okay, so this is my chrome card. So let me go through these one at a time. Oh, wait. Nope, I messed those up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this one to there. Okay, so these are all chrome. Pulled all these back in January. This is one of the first big purchases I made when I got into collecting soccer cards. Because I know the Chrome brand, and these were like, cases were like $575 a case for 2017 Chrome UFA. I bought 4 cases, ripped all of them. I did not pull one Mbappe color in 4 cases. No joke. I didn't even think about it later on, but when Mbappe exploded and I was going through all of the color from all my cards, I'd have like 4 of like everybody but Messi and Mbappe. Those are the only 2 ones. But I did pull a lot of refractors of Messi. I think I got 3 Messi refractors. This is one of them. I have one in my eBay store, and then one I think I sold. And Messi is actually, where is he? There's been 60 of these graded, only 33 10s. So about 50% of them will come back a 10. So next one is Ronaldo. This is the image variation. I got 3 of these graded. They call them the thumb up. If you look up on the pop report, they're called the thumb up. Some people, I put them in as refractors because they are refractors, even though they don't say refractor on the back. Like you'll see this one says refractor. This one does not. None of the image variations say refractor, but they are refractors. You can kind of tell by the shine and see my face. But there are, let's see, thumb up. There's 22 of these graded and 15 10. So they actually graded pretty well. But if you look at the pop report, there's like half of them have thumb up refractor, and then there's also Ronaldo thumb up without the refractor. So it's actually listed twice in the pop report, but it's the same card. So if you see 2017 Topps Chrome thumb up and thumb up refractor, it's the same card, just so you know. So 22 of those, 15 10s. Next one, these are big ones. People have been bothering me about these to buy these for some time, but I'm going to hold on to them. I did pull, out of the 4 cases, I only pulled 2 Mbappe refractors. Luckily, both of them got a Gem Mint 10. Last year, when the Champions League, PSG was playing in the final against Bayern Munich, people are offering me like $4,000 for these. They have dipped a little bit. I think last time I saw, they were down to about 2,500 or something like that, maybe even less. They have been increasing lately. I think a lot of people are anticipating Mbappe move this summer. Hopefully to Real Madrid. I would love that, him or Haaland. But yeah, so these are Mbappe. So the 169 have been submitted. 80 have come back as a 10. So I got lucky enough to get 2 of the 10s. I think this is the card to have, personally, when you compare it to the silver of Select and Prism. I get Prism is Prism, but there's about half of these in the pop report than Prism. The only problem with the Select, in my opinion, is it's a horizontal card. People don't typically like horizontal cards for PSA and BGS collecting. And I've talked about this before because of the label. When you display the card, you display it like that typically. So you can see it's a field level, so it's a horizontal card. You don't really want to show a horizontal card like that, and then Mbappe is switched. I should have brought an example of a horizontal card, but PSA, they need to fix that problem so a horizontal card gets a label up here or something. That'd be kind of neat, but it doesn't seem to be happening. So, but I'm going to still rail on that, but that's just the way the hobby is. They like vertical cards because the labels are vertical based. The next one is, okay, so we have a Ronaldo refractor. This is a more common, I think, than the thumb up one. There are 60 of these that have been submitted and 33 have come back a PSA 10. So you're kind of sensing a theme here with Chrome. It's about a 50% PSA 10 ratio, give or take. So I did really, really well. I had one submission that basically had all these refractors and everything, and like base Mbappe's and everything. I think it was like 85 to 90% gemmed, and I must have got a really good grader. The next one, I actually pulled this. So yeah, all the Chrome I pulled. So that was nice. So yeah, got a Ronaldo. This is the 250, 87 of 250. Pulled that out of one of those cases of 2017-18 Topps Chrome UFA. That one, actually, there's only 10 of these that have been submitted, and 8 have come back a PSA 10. So they grade really well, but there aren't very many graded. The color variations for parallels for Chrome tend to grade a lot better than the refractors. The refractors just for some reason get a lot more scratches and stuff on them. So this was my best pull of those 4 cases, and it is the gold Ronaldo. I think the last sale on one of these on eBay was about $5,500 if I remember correctly. And there's 9 of these that have been graded, and 8 of them have come back a PSA 10. So they do grade really well. So there is that, and you never know on the pop report too, because a lot of times people will get a 9, it'll crack it and send it back into PSA. So that can happen. But it seems like with these, with 9 submitted, 8 10s, and the purple one was 10 and 8, that probably didn't happen. But so that's kind of cool. The next 3 are big ones. So the first one, huge card. I think this is the card to own. I mean, obviously there aren't a lot of cards with Messi and Ronaldo in them, but I think those 2 are going to go down in history as like, you're not going to say one guy's name without the other. Their rivalry, if you want to call it, that the media did. And, you talk to Messi and Ronaldo, in interviews, like they don't really see each other as rivals. They just saw it as someone to kind of elevate them to the next level. And this card, actually, Austin pulled this out of he did about 6 breaks of 2014 World Cup in like May, about right before the stuff was really spiking. It was still expensive, but I think I paid $350 for Portugal in like 6 breaks in a row. I kept saying I wasn't going to keep buying them to everybody in chat, but I was like, I got to do it. I was trying to hit a silver Ronaldo, and basically what you had to do with this is at the end of every break, he had to do a top bottom random. So it was like top, bottom, and then he'd random it. And if it landed on top, whoever had Portugal got this card. And if it landed on bottom, whoever had Argentina got this card. And it worked that way for all the matchups. There's Ronaldo on the bottom and Mesut Ozil in this. There's all kinds of players that are doing the matchup thing. But this is the card from that. I got really lucky. Every one of those breaks that had one of these, it always was top. And I actually ended up with like 4 of these, I think. One of them had some cornering issues. I knew it wouldn't gem. I sold it on eBay for $100. I probably shouldn't have. And then I submitted 2 to no, I ended up with 3. I'm sorry. Because one of them actually, Austin pulled 2 of them. And me and the guy that had Argentina was like, hey, you take 1 and I'll take 1. Luckily, Austin gave me, I think that was the one that gemmed. Because I submitted 2 of these to PSA and got a PSA 10 on both of them. So that actually, this card's crazy. There's been 83 of these submitted, and only 7 are PSA 10s. And I got 2 of them. Well, okay, I graded 2 of them. I actually traded the twin of this to Austin. I figured he pulled the card for me. He gave me some good stuff in trade, and stuff that I wanted to purchase anyway. I'm not going to say what it was, but it did involve Messi because I wasn't able to do any Argentina. Because basically when I was doing those breaks, I had a decision. The teams would go so fast, like Portugal and Argentina would go like that. So I couldn't get Portugal and Argentina. And in the final break, the guy got a silver Messi, which is like a $20,000 card at one point. And now it's probably a lot less, maybe like 6, 7, maybe 9. But next 2 cards are probably my favorite 2 hits of 2020. The first one is this absolute monster. This was actually the first break I did of many, and I did a lot. I'm talking probably about 50 breaks with Cyrus. This is the first break I did with him for Donruss, and I got Real Madrid. And I remember this because he used to post the teams on Facebook, and like I can't remember how I found Cyrus. I think I'd done a maybe a few. That was about the time Gold Standard was coming out, and I was doing Select and stuff. And I'm obviously a Real Madrid fan, so he put in 2 parts. Break number 65 and 66. I think this was break 47. Yeah, I remember it. It was 47. So unfortunately, there's like they didn't print very well there, but oh well, whatever. It's kind of faded, but it is what it is. So basically what happened, he posted breaks 46 and 47. One of the guys, actually I'm friends with him now. His name's Joshua. He's a great guy. He took 46, but he didn't take 47. And I said, I'll take Real. Actually, it was discounted 10% off, and I took Real Madrid. And at the end of the break, the case hit box, and he pulled this. And it's a funny, if you ever have a chance, go look up Cyrus' video, Donner's number 47. It's really funny when he pulls it, because there's another card right in front of it that's an autograph card, and Allison. Was it Allison? Allison was a case hit for some reason, the goalkeeper for Liverpool, for Brazil at that time. I don't know if he was with Liverpool, but he was a case hit for some reason. So that was like the dreaded card. And Size looking at this, and he's just like, he pulls the card, and it's actually Claudio Bravo. And this card is in his other hand. He's like, yep, that's the case hit. Allison, what? Wait, that's not it. And then he looks in his left hand and sees this card and goes crazy. It ended up getting a mint 9, which honestly I really don't care. This is a 3 of 5 card. I've only seen one other of these, and I think it was to 7 because it has blue border. It might be to 3. It's either to 3 or 7, but I think this one just looks really good with all white. So this autograph, obviously you got Ronaldo, Michael Owen, Raul, and Luis Figo. And they all got it on sticker, which was nice. So that was pretty sick. It's my only autograph. Actually, I do have several other Raul ones. I forgot about that from other sets, but I didn't want to go over that here. So that was pretty cool. The final card is the big one. This is Austin pulled this for me, and this is going to be, the 1 of 1 2019 Panini Chronicles Cristiano Ronaldo championship ticket. Couldn't believe it when he pulled this thing for me. Now this card actually was in the same pack as that Mason Greenwood I showed you earlier. So was I okay. So I actually didn't look this up on the pop report. I couldn't find it actually, but it's probably like the only one, I'm sure. But anyway, so back to this card. I was actually going out to meet some friends, and I was watching the break, and I was late to meet my friends, and I was actually going to go, and I was getting ready, but also watching Austin do the break at the same time. I'd bought a Man U. I was just decided I was actually going over after some Mason Greenwood cards, and like, okay, if I get some Ronaldo, great. Because I'm not really a Man U fan. I do kind of root for them in the EPL over other teams, but my team is Real Madrid. But so what happened is like I heard him in the other room say boom, and then so I went out and I was like, oh, Mason Greenwood, and I rewound it on YouTube. So I was about like 30 seconds behind as I was watching it and checking it out and everything. And then chat started going crazy. I went immediately to live and saw that he pulled the Ronaldo for me. So I ended up like, he's like, Ian, you fall out of your chair and all this stuff. It's a really great video. He's just super, the way he plays it off. I honestly, if you watch the video, I don't know how he saw it. I think he knew it was autograph. I don't think he knew it was a 101, but yeah. So when he pulled it for me, I had people offer me $7,000 to $8,000. I don't know what this would be, but I'll probably keep this forever. The only thing I'd probably trade it for would probably be like a Real Madrid 1 of 1 auto, but all of those are on cards, so who knows. So, but you know, if you're a Man U fan and have a 1 of 1 Real Madrid Cristiano Ronaldo, hit me up. We might be able to work something out. So yeah, that was my biggest hit of the year. But what a crazy year! I know that's a lot of Real Madrid stuff, but and Ronaldo stuff. I mean, that's really what I've PC'd a lot this year. I'm branching out into other players. Big on Mbappe. Been getting a lot of Haaland graded, a lot of Fatih, a lot of those guys. Still have a ton of stuff. I probably have 1,000 cards right now at PSA. It's absolutely nuts. So hopefully we'll get some PSA returned soon. But yeah, big on Ronaldo, Mbappe, Messi, Haaland, Fatih. But my plan really is to get a lot of that graded, sell a lot of it, and then just buy other stuff that I want, So like with the Sapphire, I got the yellow Fatih. I'll probably may sell that or sell a bunch of the Fatih and Holland base and then buy a yellow Holland with it, things like that. And that's why I do this, just to, fund my collection. I mean, it's a good way to collect. It's fun. You meet a lot of people. I don't do a lot of breaks much anymore. I got to be honest. I think they're too expensive. I think it's even more gambling than it already was when I was throwing down, $100 for a full case of Donruss, and I got every single Real Madrid card. Well, actually, Cyrus used to throw away the paper, so not. But now, that same break would be like $500-$600, and I just don't think it's worth it. If you guys, if you have fun doing breaking and everything, and I do join breaks here and there, but I think, like, for example, Immaculate that just came out is actually a complete waste of money. Complete waste of money. It's junk. That stuff should be about $300 a box, if that. But anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent. If you guys like that stuff, you like it. But for me, it's not for me. I think it's not worth the money. The risk reward is not there. But anyway, that was 2020. That was my first year of soccer collecting and getting cards graded and everything else. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it didn't come off as kind of bragging or anything. But, this has been my journey. I'm recording it, and that's what I did for 2020. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.